You've done all you can. You've optimized. Your developer has told you that their code is clean. But yet and still, when you do a speed test on your website, it still sucks. You're still coming in at a low B, maybe a C, or even a D for speed and performance, and you're pulling your hair out. Look, I pulled most of my hair out trying to figure that out before, so I get it. And today, I'm going to give you a secret of what could be causing your speed issues on your website. Hey everybody, welcome to Traffic Keys. I am your host, Atiba, and if you are a business owner who wants to drive more eyeballs to your website, but you're frustrated because you keep getting SEO reports that say that your site speed sucks, then I've got an answer for you that may help you, because yes, site speed is important. It's an important ranking factor for SEO. And guess what? It might be your web host's fault. Yes, your web host could be screwing up your website speed. So let me just, I'm going to give you a case study. I'm going to tell you a quick story, real story of what happened to us and one of our clients a few years ago. So we had a client who came to us and they said, hey, I've had my developers look at all the technical stuff behind the website. We've done all the on-page stuff. And man, we just can't get our site speed faster. We keep failing. Failing in this case was getting a C, because you really want to be in the A range for site speed. We want to get up in the A range, and they were using GT metrics to test their site speed a few years ago. Like, we don't know what's going on. And we took a look at their site, and everything looked great. Everything looked wonderful. And we made one recommendation, which they took. And that one recommendation, my friend, took them from a site speed of a C to a site speed of an A. And that was they switched their web host. You see, your web host and where your website is hosted is super, super important to your SEO, because you can do all the things right. But if your web host, if you're dealing with one of these really cheap web hosts and they're putting you on an old server, if they're putting you on a shared server with a bunch of other people, if they're putting you on a server that has a small data pipe and can't serve all the clients that are on that machine, guess what? That's going to affect you. And there's really nothing you can do about it at that web host. The only thing that you can do is leave and find a better web host. And yes, web hosting, I know it's become a commodity. It's become a zero-sum game. Everybody's trying to get to the cheapest price for web hosting. And as a business owner, you probably took the best price that you can see, because they throw a bunch of technical stuff at you that you probably didn't understand. Hey, listen, I've been in this industry for a long time, and sometimes I look at some of the things that web hosts tell you, and I don't even understand what they're talking about. Okay, so you probably looked at it and you didn't know, and you went with the cheapest option. Well, sadly, you get what you pay for. Now, I'm not saying you got to spend a crazy amount of money. Okay. But what I am saying is between the $15 and about $25 a month, you can get super, super solid hosting. And that's not a lot of money to make sure that your website, which is usually one of your primary marketing channels, is functioning well, and that the SEO for your website is rock solid. So we switched web hosts for our client, and it dramatically affected their site speed, and then their SEO, and their pages started rising in the ranking, because Google cares a ton about user experience. And if your site takes too long to load, that's poor user experience. They say, I think now it's like 2.3 seconds. If your site doesn't load in 2.3 seconds, people leave. They'll hit the back button and they're gone. and your site never even loaded. You didn't even have a chance. So your web host is super important. So now you're going to ask me, okay, I hear all of that, but what web host should I use? Well, I'll tell you this. For us, our choice is Flywheel. It's getflywheel.com. Flywheel. We'll put a link to this down below for you as well. That's who we use to host all of our critical websites, sites that we know we want to rank, our client sites that we know we want to rank. We use Get Flywheel, and we use them for a couple reasons. One, they're ridiculously fast. Their speed is super fast because they've perfected two things: caching and CDN. And that gets really technical. I know terms that you basically, they figured out how to get your website to load fast. That's number one. And number two, which is even more important, their technical service is out of this world. They have the best chat support of any web host I've ever used, and I've used a ton of them supporting clients. Absolutely the best. You get on with them, their chat hosts know their stuff. They can answer your questions. They can get stuff fixed. And that's the thing that I also like. They don't just answer your question. They will log in and fix your stuff for you. Absolutely wonderful. Now, there's one downside. They only do WordPress hosting. So Get Flywheel is great if you have a WordPress website. If you're on some other platform, they don't handle that at all. But if you're on WordPress, which most of you are, I'd bet, right? And if you're not, you're probably on Shopify, and well, Shopify has its own hosting, okay? And there's nothing you can do there. But if you're on WordPress using WooCommerce, which most of you, I bet, are, Get Flywheel is your answer. There is a link down below, and it is an affiliate link, but I'm telling you, this is what we use. This is where I host my websites. Okay. So it is an affiliate link. It won't cost you anything to click on that link, but I do make a small commission if you decide to sign up with them. So as always, if you've got any questions, drop your questions down below. I want to know what they are. I want to answer your questions about web hosting and how it can affect your SEO. And also, if you're on the podcast, hey, send me an email, hello@traffickeys.com. Would be more than happy to answer any of your questions as well. All right, everybody, have a great day. Bye-bye.